A very beautiful afternoon to you. Lezef from the highest echelon. You're having a great day out there, because right here we actually give you the best of the day. And right here with me in the program, I've got two persons as always to discuss issues pertaining to Nigeria and also other issues in general. And also I've got two, Malam Guru from the northern, and also Alex Chukdi, also representing the Igbo.
To mun gode Allah fa wutan
Yeah, thank God.
You look dull today. What's wrong?
You know, some of us are over what is happening, so you never can tell. You know, a lot of things can contribute to any mood now in Anambra State. So.
Oh, okay, that's okay. So quickly, we have loads to discuss today. So we'll get to the introduction as always.
Jama'a barka da sabuwa da ku yau. Is your boy Malam Goro, all the way from Katsina State. Babana Malam ne kuma ni Malam ne. Barka da sabuwa da ku yau. Malam Goro.
Okay.
Igbo ndị ọma na-ege ntị, anyị abịakwa ọzọ ụmụ nwa Ogbuefi Chukwudị ọnụ na-eli eli akpati eji eke ego 1 n'Awka South. Anyị abịagokwa ọzọ tata on the assembly. Ka unu gee na anyị ntị malụ nke anyị ji n'aka. Udo dịrị unu.
Alright, so quickly we'll do the national anthem.
Trust Nigeria squad obeys to serve the father's land. They love and straight and fair. The labor of the heroes first shall never be in vain. To the mind. Nation won't in free.
You're back on the program, The Assembly, and today we're going to talk about the state Anambra. Of course, there have been lots happening in the state, and also lots of rumors surrounding it, lots of propaganda, and many other things in between. So today we are taking a focus on the state Anambra, especially as we count down to the elections coming up next month and many other things surrounding it. So today we are basically of the governor of Anambra to President Buhari, and from the northern constituency and the eastern constituency to actually lend their voice on how they see on the scripts or the aftermath of the visits, and also how they actually see the state of things in Anambra State, especially having said that there could be a state of emergency, but that has been debunked. That has been debunked thanks to the visits of the governor of Anambra State to the president. So Anambra is not really gonna be having a state of emergency, but we are all counting down to the elections as well. Okay, of course you all saw the scripts of the visits from the governor of the state to the president, and what would you make of that? He actually had to go there to lay from the state of emergency that they said they would impose on Anambra State, and like that. What do you make of the visit? I thought if any of you could you're aware that your governor.
Okay, governor. It is a confusion.
Good.
You know.
So what would you make of the also know the outcome of the visit? The aftermath of that.
Is a very simple something. Okay. Makana governor, our governor, like as a father. We come up with the buhari also. What is in Olu? That they had the interests of people at heart. This is my friend in Malangoro. Their side, they are good in taking brukutu. You know, you may not know the one somebody took and wake up and say something.
You don't insult them for me, if you are to make your point, you make them for your point,
Yeah, but I'm talking about, is it not your brother that...
So, you are talking, why are you complaining?
Yeah, it's part of the thing. Like I was saying before, like that visit is a very, he acted, I commend him. He did what is in Igbo. Asina, no issue no yam. No yam. He has to say emergency. So I commended him and you melamaka.
Okay, girl, since he's accusing your brother, talking about Malami, the Attorney General of Nigeria, and also the Minister of Defense, rather Justice, what do you actually think that there is any need for a state of emergency being imposed on Anambra?
So, because as I did now, I am a businessman. I know they do one for get what they call them for English for parties.
Okay, you're non-partisan.
I call as far. Kagane ko?
You mean call a spade?
As far.
You can call a spade a spa. Like call a spade.
Call a spa.
Fine.
So, as of the governor of Anambra State, so be honest, that man is a good man, and the man is doing the work of a father. Because I get him for my. It's called Onyendu. Onyendu, what is a leader.
A leader that people are following.
Kaganeko. So, based on the statement of my brother, so if we are to check Anambra State under the watch of the Anambra State Chief Willie Obiano for the past 7 years and a half now. He has been in the office under his watch. Anambra, in fact, in Nigeria in general, Anambra has been the most suppressed state in Nigeria.
Well, many persons wouldn't want to believe that as.
I will give you facts. Like I tell them for you is that I call is far. Because if we are to talk of state of emergency, Kagane in the country, we talk about we talk about Zamfara, we talk about Kaduna, we talk about Imo State. If we are talking of state of emergency, if we are calling this state that I mentioned now, I will say, okay, in fact, the military or the government has the power to declare the state of emergency in these states. But as of Anambra, what we have for the past 2 weeks is just a flash. Kagane, it's just a flash. It has not gotten to the extent of declaring state of emergency.
Yes, it has not gotten to the extent.
And there is one thing I love about my brother, President Muhammad Buhari. That man is a honest man. In fact, he's a transparent man. Kaganeko, the one does not, you know, it doesn't support injustice. Kagani or intimidation. Because I could remember during the second term of the governor of Anambra State, that was abonga 2017. Because my brother fly all the way from Abuja to Anambra State to make sure that the election of Anambra State was free and fair. Kaganeko, I understand about
I think you mean free and fair.
Okay, can do shock.
My brother, those you know want time for intimidation. Because if it was other people in power, they will say, hey, let's use the power of incumbency. Because we say we get them for president, for Abuja, and now I'm calling them during the time of before the Oga of Oga that time, and now I'm calling person name during the Anambra election.
Let's redirect to the question. Do you think Anambra State deserve to have or is due to have a state of emergency?
Why we should, in fact, for the first time, why will you even think of putting Anambra for state for emergency? Why? I never see any reason that will make Anambra to be state of emergency. And besides, we have election around the corner.
Okay.
I use the carrying the state of emergency so that the voters will not come out and vote.
Okay.
In fact, I don't buy the idea of state of emergency. Come on, and I want to thank the governor personally for this thank is from Malangoro to the governor of Anambra State for reaching to my brother, President Muhammad Buhari, telling the President Muhammad Buhari that the Anambra State is at peace. Come on, to be honest, it's even at peace. And what even gives me joy is that even the Anambra State, in fact, you people from the Anambra State, you people are blessed. No, Anambra get them for oil well. Now.
Okay, well, Anambra is at peace, so said Malangoro. But why the incessant killings for the past couple of weeks? Every day we hear stories of one killing to the other. There are just bad stories here and there in Anambra State that should be at peace. What then is going on? Is it in view of the forthcoming elections or the unknown, how do they say, unknown gunmen, right? Right, okay, or whoever. Like, why then the killings? Because Anambra is actually getting hot. It's getting heated up. And that's the truth. People are actually traveling out of Anambra State. Yeah? Because they are scared, actually.
Yes.
They are scared. So, but why then the killings? What do you think is going on? Mazi, I want you to help me with that.
That side in coming adding to even the killing and what is going on in Anambra, all of us know that whenever election say like this thing now happen. In
it's a norm for in every Nigerian state to have such whenever elections are forthcoming. Therefore, it's political.
It's political. Because now,
what does that mean?
It is clear and open. That is odolu ewu no kokoaya. That is even goat and the fowl understand what is happening. Okay,
goat and fowl, you don't for bottom. Use them for your bottom.
Yeah, that is the proverb.
Okay, so
ewu is goat, then fowl is okoko.
So what concerning fowl?
Because this is the opponent.
Okay.
And that's a unknown government. Because even some of the attack that is going on now, people now know that it is the opposition party. And thank God, even this Malangoro now, this my Hausa friend, mentioned it. Me itself, I'm not a party somebody. The only thing I know is my business. But at least I voted for this current administration. We have to vote because of one thing, because it is a party that represents Ndibo. So anything that has to do with interest in Ndibo, Adam out for it. So Oburo, my own, the word I wanted to send it to our governor Ulu, Ojega Abuja Nezoku Bata. But let us see a difference, because even the president nearly assurance that now I am my way me. I am my way me. That this election now, this current killing that is going on now. It's as Anambra is hot now, that he will see to it. So we are looking up to him. My own thing, my own special message to him.
Okay, for the sake of those who didn't actually get the opportunity to see the script of, or the transcript of the message that they had with the visits, like the visit of Governor Obiano to the President of Nigeria, I'll just give, I'll just quote one or two things from the visit. Okay, okay, let me start. I wouldn't want to make it. Okay, now Governor Obiano said, I was warmly received today at the State House in Abuja by President Muhammadu Buhari. I reported the statement credited to the Attorney General and Minister of Defense, or rather Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, to him. A better these are trying periods, you know, from now on elections, you know, they would have more security presence. But what do you think about security presence? You know, if people actually see the presence of uniformed men, especially soldiers, as more intimidating than protecting. What do you think of that?
So, let's up. Based on the security aspects you're talking of in Anambra State, Kaganeko, during the election period, Kagane, there's some people will be like, will go and commit. Kagane, some will commit and tag other people's name that they are the ones. Kagane, if not that it is kind of political, how can some people go out, Kagane, go out and do operation? And after the operation, there won't be any security on the roads. But after the operation, the security will come out. Like, I have one question now. I want to pose this question directly to you now. Okay. Just, you are a white man. You get them for Abonga, for Kokoloa, Brown. So, during the sit at home, if you come out, the road will be empty. The road will be very, very dry. You won't see a policeman, you won't see an army man on the road. The road will be empty. And now we have security in the states. And after the sit-at-home order, if you come out the next day to go and run your daily businesses, you go see them for security, you go see them for police, you go see them for army, you go see them for navy, you go even see them for arborers. Kagani, like the... What are the last? What are those? The arborers. Come on, the touts. They call them.
Are they security agencies too?
For Onitsha was me. I go for Onitsha last week. After the sitting at home order, I go buy them for my goods for my market. To my surprise month, after the I spend them for 4 hours, like for whole up. And the reason of this whole up is a checking point. Kagani, Kuma, it's go to a point, if you carry your goods from the market coming out, you see some boys will come and meet you that you must pay for these goods.
They will tell you to pay for land.
For the goods.
It's true. You only have some.
They take them for, speak up for you, say, only also ego ubu.
Okay, those persons are collecting illegal tax.
Yes. They'll ask you to pay for land.
They will give you Abunga receipts.
The thing is too much in the market.
I'm sure
You will
we've
pay
we've discussed this a number of times in this show, and I was thinking something has been done about it.
No, I'm telling you,
it's all about. But my question now is that
of what you are
my
facing.
question now is that why are the security agents not coming out during the lock and down? That is my question, and that is if you want us to fight this insecurity in the states.
But first of all, we should know that the whole sit-at-home something no longer exists, at least not the usual weekly sit-at-home. Mondays right now are no longer sit-at-homes. So
Even when they sit at home, even when there is order of sit at home, why are the security agencies not coming out for?
When they sit at home too?
They don't have to sit at home because it is their duty to protect us as a citizen.
Anyway,
come on. Okay, check on one.
I don't think you've really answered my question though, but let me now ask it to you. The presence, military presence, higher military presence, is it more intimidating than protective to Nigerians? Bearing in mind the stories we've had about such military, and just the recently trending story of one of your
one of my
actors.
friends, I even want to bring it up now because that
great.
one is
okay, no, exactly. So what do you think about that? Having more military presence, like if you go here you see military men, you go here you see more soldiers than usual. So I think it brings up some scare. What do you think about that?
Before I just talk small before you talk. As of the military, as a military Awonga reinforcement in the states, is good one. Kagani, because it will make us to have more securities in the states, and the hoodlums, those people who are doing the bad battle will have enough enough security to fight them. Kagani, Kuma, on the other hand now, the military, if they are coming, they have to be abonga cultured. They have to be oriented. Kagani, like if they have course, you have to teach them, because it's only in Nigeria is that a citizen will see a postman and it will be running.
Yeah, shouldn't
to
be
my
so.
great surprise, there was a day I was passing along the expressway. I saw police people carrying ban. Okay, they hear for me. They are on the convoy. They are carrying money. They are moving. Wow. Come out for road far. Then he get on police came on far. The man is on his lamp far, going. Those police people come overtake him. Come out for road. They boss the man with crown. All in the way that the ones who come out for them to pass. You see, that is no. It is lack of orientation.
Because it's not like this in your country.
But I remember the time I traveled to America. In fact, I will meet the policeman. I say, "Hey, policeman, I like him for you. See how your clothes is fine, in it. You iron them. But now for Nigeria, you go see him for a policeman. You go wear him for clothes. If your clothes come to the policeman, if you talk, kai go the smell for the mouth. We have to teach these people. We have to. Carry them go for school if possible. Some of these postmen carry them go for psychiatric hospital. Check if they are mentally stable.
Okay, you would answer the question, but before then, I want to go play a video, okay, and just to calm the whole environment, to calm the whole tension. After which we'll get back and we'll get to hear from you on the presence of security men, whether it does more good to the citizenry or not. Do stay with us. We'll be right back.
Follow who know road. You don't go New Festival. You want to for cow? What I bring cow for you? Chip, how many cow? 100 cow? Oh, you Allah now. Rolando. Oh, you Allah now. Oga, see contract wallahi. To chip only the cow. I do carry cow for wallahi. I do come for land wallahi as a cow. Carry you for New Festival. Wallahi, I will supply all the cow wallahi. Chip, wallahi, Chip, thank you wallahi. God bless me, Chip. Chip, only leader. Isi inan da ko wallahi a da kari zaka ko no wani chip a zakari ko chip omali da ko chip thank you wallahi chip God bless me kai Allah na yo Allah sai bless ko wallahi a dinga ta for contract chip bless me a kari kawo 100 kawo konfura ko Union Festival kai wallahi this get man work me is a result wallahi this get man work wallahi ni malangoro I no do again fa a kare ma cin go kasila go kare kawo kwamfolan ba wallahi Lando, Malangoro is a form. Chief Open Leader, New York Festival, Wallahi me, I know myself. For October 10th, as a form.
Malam, open that gate for me.
Hey, Oga! Oga! Open the gate for me. Sure. Oga, do Allah no best. I say you open the gate. What happened? Now, cheaper. Oga, no best. Oga, me is a resign.
How? I don't understand. Am I not paying your salary?
Okay, Oga, you depend on my salary. You don't pay for over, wallahi. I'm not Oga, wallahi, I don't get for better over. Chief Chidozie Emeka, Oga leader, it is grown for a New Year festival.
You mean Oga leader Nando that I know?
What he invite me to make I bring 100 cows to the New Year festival. As I didn't me, I did work as I carry cow, go for Lando. Wallahi, me, I did go for Chief Chidozie Emeka, Oga leader, quality for New Year festival. Oga me is a go for.
To the position, to the position.
Okay, Oga, what is KD? I don't understand that. What you
sorry, and which date is it?
Chief Chidozie Emeka, Oga leader, quality in the do for a New Year festival for 10th of this month. Orlando, wallahi, 10th of this month, 10th of October. Tony Malangoro, I go for Orlando, I go supply for cow. Because that very day, me, I go there, who don't like potato? Maybe Malangoro, I like for potato. Everybody.
Who believe that now? What you? We cannot make
my people, we never hear. Wallahi, Chief Chidozie, Obele da kule Orlando pa.
Now, Oku, Ndi Benune, home and abroad. On the Awanji Obelida 2021, Ebenka na Botuna,
Isi Yinamdu pa. Wallahi, Oga, if you miss out pa. Wallahi, drink up of flagyl, or you go by and for tetracycline, they go for the event pa. You get up for enough food, enough meat. In fact, if you are for you was like, you go leave over Wallahi.
On the 10th of October, Oye Nulu Nako Libya, Okanuna Mako Dashi Kwado, be there.
If you know here, tell your friend, tell a friend to tell a friend, and to tell a friend, or tell a telephone. Be there.
You're back on the program, The Assembly. Today we are talking about the aftermath of the visit of the governor of Anambra State, Governor Willie Obiano, to the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, and of course of Malam Guru and Mazi Chukdi, talking about the aftermath of that visit and also what the state needs to do and what the citizen of the state, actually the citizen of Nigeria and those residing in Anambra State, have to do ahead of the forthcoming elections. We stopped at the presence of military men in Anambra State, or generally Nigeria, the increasing presence of them, what it tells to the residents of that state, because many of them are receiving the news with mixed feelings, because they get to be uneasy when they see too much a presence of uniformed men. So what do you think about that?
If I should answer that question, to what it means, Anambra should do now, we need that military people now.
Okay.
We need them now that Anambra is hot, now that the election is close. Mm-hmm. I thank our governor for bringing those people. All the very, very important, because of the too much killing and a lot of things that is happening now. Are you getting me? Because one is that their presence, it will be reducing some of the things that is happening. Are you getting me? But let them not go and use main kind of abuse.
Okay.
Are you getting me? Abuse, because there is a way things will happen. It is the masses, the citizens that will be suffering it. Are you getting me? So now that the election, now as long as this October, I know the concern, very low na December. If they will even add more, let them add more. So we need them now. I chawava. All the very important.
You are needing some. You need the ones with the right senses.
We need them.
The ones that are well trained.
Just like
because there are some people in this force that they don't hear come go. They only hear fire.
Fire.
Shoot them. No carry people come for this state do Allah. Because me, I do my business for Anambra. Carry the ones that have kwakwalwa, the ones that have human sympathy, the ones that see human being as their fellow human being, not the ones that see human being as the Igbo one call inchi. Adaka.
Yes.
They shoot them.
Those that they went and arrested our friend Chiweta Lagu. It's not supposed to be. That thing they do, we need a policeman or army man that has sense, just like this my Hausa friend is saying. He's not supposed to arrest that man. The way they did it, the way we saw it on the video. They don't go, that is the thing, that is what I'm saying.
Well, the story of your veteran Nollywood actor and the arrest is, well, the good thing is that he's been released. Sources have it. The story is more than it seems, but I'm glad that finally he's been released and he's in good health. Okay, let's talk about insecurity generally. You know, not just focusing on the elections, but generally, because you both have been pointing fingers at the uniformed men that they're not really they're not up and doing in their jobs and their discretions as well on how they perform their duties. So I don't know, what do you think should be done? What do you think should be done? You know, in that aspect, let's just tackle that out already.
What I will be talking is that, do you know what is making me to the Lapang?
What
is making me to the Lapang is that in this our country, we know what to do. It's just that we are blind to do it.
Is it the masses or the leaders?
The leaders.
Okay.
Or should I say that they are enjoying from the problem? Because there's a Igbo saying that says that ara azuroma is uru nze. I speak and make the best understand them.
No, but azuroma ulu nze. That's what we are.
Because you see, in this our country, because if we want peace in this country, we can bring it back. Even you see those bandits, those Boko Harams, those bad people in our country, we know them. If they want to stop this insecurity in Nigeria, in fact, it will even take Nigeria 2 weeks, and it will be over. Nigeria will be a peace country. So, like I tell them for you, I am not a party person. It is okay now. In the other side, in my consequences, some of my brothers will carry money and go and meet the bandits and negotiate. Okay, now you are giving the bandit money. Okay, if I chop the money finish tomorrow, I will call again. Okay, come over to the southeast. Some people, they don't carry on for gun. You are attacking them for terrorists. Come on, make a work check them. If now for Two-Face, it's a human being. We all is a human being. How will you bat a child and tell a child not to cry? Let's
you seem so passionate about this. Actually,
because I am a Ogo in Anambra. I get my wife is from this country. Because in fact, sometimes they will say marginalization. Sometimes it's like it's a lie, but if you check in the other house or in the other way, you will see it's a kind of true small.
Okay, Mazi, let's talk about state policing or regional policing. You know, it's always been, or community policing, either way you want to call it. They've always been conversing for a regional security or regional policing, because the police in Nigeria is actually a national something, it's federal. Okay, but people have been clamoring for having each state having their own police, you know, or at least each region having their own police. Okay. So it won't just be controlled by just one body, you know, just as it's being done in the USA, you know, where they have the NYPD, they have the LAPD, they have many of them, you know, more like districts. No, okay, well, all of them. So what do you think about that? Would that actually solve the security challenge in Nigeria?
Listen, I want to ask some question for you. For example, you are So I don't know other village in US. For example, you are in California, and you based in California, you do your training for California. Then they now carry you all the way from California, carry you go for Los Angeles. How far is that for America? And come up for Los Angeles, you don't know all the hidden corners, all the lungos, all the corner, the obe, for there. They will carry you go, they tell you make you go do work. Or for example, you get army for Igbo army for Easter, for East. You carry Igbo army, go Meduguri. Tell them make you go Meduguri, go fight them for
that thing is
bandits.
confusing.
How will you carry for somewhere you know the longulu, the corner?
No, you much mobile.
Okay, if you want this country to be abonga, if you get they say if you want to catch a thief, give a thief the job of a thief to catch a thief.
Okay.
I don't know if I did not come for sense.
If
you want to catch a thief, you give a thief the job of a thief to catch a thief.
The job of a thief to catch a thief.
So the state police is good if you there for your place. You get them for example, even though the military, even though the military will come, the people in the hood will get our own security. Will like, hey, you know this person, Musa is a criminal. We know you right from primary 6. Even when we are in primary 6, Musa in a sata pencil. Musa is a type of pencil in our class. We know Musa right from the one. In fact, he is the one. He is the type. I don't know if you get them for me.
Yeah, right.
You know the for example, in a primary.
Okay, we'll go for a short break. When we come back, we'd love to hear Mazichukdi's voice as regards the forthcoming election and what should be done. You know, what should be done ahead of that. Do stay with us. We shall be back in just a jiffy.
Great news for Anambra Broadcasting Service ABS audience. You can now watch ABS television through any of these ways.
Buy a terrestrial antenna and connect to your television. Search ABS Channel 24 Oka or ABS Channel 27 Onitsha. Install StarTimes cable decoder and search ABS Channel 113. Install Metro Digital cable decoder and search ABS Channel 29.
Watch ABS TV on your smart TV or smartphone by downloading Anambra Broadcasting Service app on Google Play Store. Also watch via ABS Facebook page at ABS Radio Television and ABS YouTube page at ABS Television Oka.
ABS TV is now also on satellite. You can watch us from anywhere in Nigeria and other African countries. Simply install our TV decoder brand and tune to channel 315 or install any free-to-air satellite decoder and search for ABS TV.
Whichever option you choose, stay abreast of breaking news, documentaries, children's shows, talk shows, comedy, sports, movies, and lots more on your darling TV station.
For adverts and program sponsorship, contact 0803 388 8526 or 0806 883 9902. ABS, Heartbeat of the East.
Okay, you're back to the program, The Assembly. I actually want to continue from the communique or the visits of Governor Obiano to the President of Nigeria, and the governor actually continued and said that the President, Buhari, frowned at those who use his name and that of the federal government to intimidate Anambra voters. We also discussed the November 6th 2021 Anambra gubernatorial election. President Buhari assured me, that is Governor Obiano, that he will not support intimidation of the electorates in any form, and promised that the federal government will support INEC and other agencies connected with the election to ensure the conduct of a free, fair and credible Anambra gubernatorial election. Okay, now back to the question. Having seen this as reassuring to the electorates and also the residents of Anambra State that they need not fear, that they won't be intimidated. They will actually go out there, they will actually vote whoever they want to vote for, and their votes are going to count. It's very reassuring from the president's mouth directly. Okay, so what do you think should be done to actually ensure that what the president rather had promised the Anambra residents would actually come to place, aside the reinforcement of the security aspect of it? What more do you think can be done to have a more credible election in Anambra State?
Only much thing that should be done. The best thing is that the president and your assurance. The president has said what he said, but we the citizens, I'm still saying it, Luechi. Aizoku sisikwue. Mbo seti ya mbano egbe bomb amakwo onye party nke ma onye party nke ọzọ. Are you getting me? So what I am still saying is that new citizens or the masses should make an a chaplet in a million. They should keep on praying for Anambra State. Are you getting me? Only obuna do vigilant in as much as what is happening, because it doesn't stop the fact that anything can still happen tomorrow. So what I'm saying is that only obuna do vigilant in all. On that day, since our governor Jega Abujabata, any assurance that they will not have the state of emergency. You know, that day you don't just go and vote anybody you see. This Anambra State is not only for one political party or for one particular people. Anambra State. So let us put the election in prayer. Let us carry Anambra State at heart. So that on that day, only abuna Monsom or Holy Spirit directly, you just vote to Olonya Zoike. No. That is what I'm saying.
Okay, go.
Let's have Mwazi they talk pray.
Yeah.
Now pray go to the bottom. Now pray go bring the network for the card reader.
Yeah,
now pray go make the masses go
as
get
it
the
is now. It's
cards.
only God that will save us. As the situation is now.
Everything is God.
Governor has gone to Abuja and come back. Buhari one day we'll keep praying.
You are a Reverend Father. So pray. In this matter, Kaganeko, number one is that in the state now, my brother, President Muhammadu Buhari, this is not his first time, because he's a man that keep his words. Kagane, he's the one that believe in honesty. President Muhammadu Buhari is a man of integrity, a man of his words. You could know if you know that how what the Enugu Onitsha Express Road is now. Now he has done the other side. He's about to go to the other side.
He's about to go. The other one has been dumped like that for many.
No, they are working on it. Very soon they will start commercial work on it. So my brother is a man that keep, even during the second term of our Governor Willie Obiano, my brother come down all the way to this Anambra State to make sure that the election was free and fair. Kagani, it was that this insecurity now is not making the masses to be afraid. Like there are some all these Moses who say, hey, Apukwana, because you don't know what will happen during the elections day. Because some people are scared to come out and vote. And I'm seeing some information for internet. They are saying, hey, don't vote. No, but we must come out and vote for our vote for our candidates. Okay, now if you want a very good change in the country or in the state, you have to come out let your vote count. Kagane, your votes have to count. So what I'm saying is that as of this upcoming election, we are going to vote. For the fact that we have enough security in the state, definitely we'll vote in this coming election.
Okay, you mentioned about people, you gave an instance of a mother telling her daughter or her son not to go out there and vote because it's not safe out there, Now let's talk about, and the truth is, many persons would go by the advice of their mothers.
Well, they are
exactly, but let's talk about, and that's more like the height of voters' apathy. People are not so interested. They are rather disinterested in votings because they just believe that their votes do not count. So let's talk about the disinterestedness of voters, or what they call voters' apathy in Nigeria, especially as regards these forthcoming elections.
Our time even concerning analyzing interest in voting.
Yeah.
That one is very bad. Because you never can that if your vote counts.
Okay.
You never can tell. It's just like a citizen of Anambra State, for example. A citizen of Anambra State. They will even point to Niso because you have your right. Our franchise you did not exercise your franchise to vote for that person if you know are you getting me? The only way put through voting, and you ended up it vote. But so what am I trying to say? Kavabena Donaka isoje lay their porridge from their birthright. The time now is Imano nye ki feel Imano nye. As a matter of fact, Obuno wele you are age wenyo. Among these governor candidates. The fear of God.
You're being too religious today. What's going on?
The problem is, I don't understand, Chief. You don't understand the question. Let's say, what is the problem? The makings of voters to be afraid to come and vote. The challenges, the mothers, some people are scared to come out. The fear.
Well, don't worry. Since you understood it this way, answer it this way.
The problem is that you get them for one Igbo talk. We talk and say the person where I follow go bush for hunter, say my head there like inchi. Kagani.
How?
Like me and my brother will go for hunting. And now say they like antelope.
Say that your leg is not like an antelope.
What kind of crazy proverb is that?
It's from my wife from Anambra. They tell me.
Okay.
So, some people are scared because me, I won't go to vote and lose my life. It's better I stay for my life.
We have talked about this one.
Kagani, we are talking of the challenges.
One name okay share that it will increase military men and police force.
We will increase, but increasements in this our country. We have to upgrade the way
I
of
can
voting.
wait time. We still have time. Today is still this thing. Oh, by the way,
we don't have time because the election is next month.
Now. He just went to Abuja for one name. Is it day before yesterday? And came back with what your brother told him. Oh, I know what happened in 1986? Can I repeat itself?
To Dakata. Do you know that the road to INEC now, if you are going from Ekweme, is blocked?
It has to be.
Some junction, from junction to junction, is blocked. Now, even the masses are suffering. Because me, the last time I carried my cow enter Anambra State, I had to spend double. Because some shortcut will follow enter the state. Everywhere is a blockers.
It's because of what is happening.
No, if perhaps the security, they don't have to be going.
No. That one, you don't have to say that because if you are blocking,
if you are blocking the road, now how will people pass? No, if you have the security there, for example, now if you go for America now, we'll tell you that we are blocking the road because
we
have to upgrade our security in Nigeria. If possible, in fact, I'm even surprised that I'm even surprised that in Nigeria people who commit crime, a whole this country, a whole gent of Africa, they will say that we can't find those people. Do you know that? Do you know how many millions, billions that Nigeria are making even from the states? Can't Nigeria get a drone, put drone for air? In fact, even if the military cannot fight the insecurity, let's go for land and go for Afghanistan. Those people where they fight and they throw bomb. Carry the expertise come for Nigeria. Carry computer. Put CCTV for us the road. Even person will come cheaper. Camera will follow the person. We go there, they watch the person.
It's your brother
all this blood of sharing that we're sharing in this country, come on, in every time for people to come out and do the needful. We have the resources, we have the money, we have the manpower, we have the anything power, we have it. It's just that our leaders are being closing here.
Oh, one is your brother.
People are dying every day. The poor are getting poorer, while the rich are getting richer.
Okay.
If we go see.
Okay, I understand how
we have the facility to fight this insecurity in this country.
I understand.
Because they don't want to bring out the money. Now they hear say want to go and collect money. I don't know. The one we have, what are we doing with it?
That one. That's after go die and kind of Anambra thing.
Exactly.
We have everything to do. No, I'm talking even in this election. We have everything.
I understand how can you listen to me?
Let them self go to Anambra.
Yes, exactly. I understand how one problem in Nigeria leads to another that leads to another. Is more like a concentric circle of conspiracy. But all the same, we hope for a credible election, and we are urging everyone out there to actually go and vote. I don't think if you do not go out there and vote, you should have the right to actually talk about anything happening in the government.
Yes.
I don't think you do, because you are playing no role for the government.
Yes.
You didn't select who is there. You didn't go to vote or pick who is there. You know, we are all citizens as well as heroes. You won't say because of you're scared of this or that. Just as he mentioned, be careful, be cautious. You know, pray, as you would say. You know, then you go and cast your vote. It's important to do that. Do you understand? Anyway, I would love you to just address the people of Anambra in 30 seconds, a minute, on the whole thing happening. Use the Igbo dialect, you know, address them, and that would wrap up the program.
Igbo bụ Igbo. O rejiligo nke o si erejili. Unu awugo ka obodo si gbatia kwụlụva. Ebe na-asị ka anyị nọlụnụ, ka anyị tienu ana obodo anyị bụ Anambra steeti bụ ka anyị rarụ enwelu. Onwere onye nwe iche. Obodo odu anyị ncha niile n'aka. Ebe na-asị ka ọ na-aba arọba na-akpọtụva. Na-asị ka onye ọbụla bịacha plate na mmiri. Eziokwu na iwe na-emewego. Mgbe o seti iwe ọ bụrụ diplomacy ja na-eme. Ka unu do vigilant. Nyekwolu ndu security agencies obiano kpọftagola anyị aka. Ọ bụrụ ọsọ ọlụwa onwe ka unu shiwu any movement onwe ka iwe shi aga. Ọ bụrụ na enwe hotline or anything ka ba unu kpọwa ndu police, because it is ọbụkwọlụ ofu onye o. Ọbụkwọlụ ofu onye obodo owu nke anyị ka anyị zọftan ya ka anyị na-ekwu ka onye ọbụla gbaa mbọ ebe election dugo election luego ka onye ọbụla gbaa mbọ fụtanụ iwe ewu right iwe ewu our only hope. Obodo anyị, this is our opportunity anyị is of the Anambra state. Ịmalụ onye ọ dị ka onye ya achị obodo ochiti ama. On that day, wolu voters card. Ikwekwene ka ndụ nke na-enye bribe. Don't be an ISO that will sell your birthright. Na gị enye ya obele ego iwolule vote. Ikwekwene iwe opportunity ka anyị na-eme ka anyị tienu obodo anyị bụ Anambra state na-ekpele. Before unafo unekpele chichuku flying bullet.
It's
okay. I was even thinking of ministry.
Let's vote wisely.
Exactly.
This coming election.
All right, and that does it for the program. I urge you all out there to actually do your part as a good citizen, especially as a good resident of Anambra State. And this is much on the program, The Assembly. I am Lord Lezef from the highest echelon of the British Empire. Until next Friday, we all say to you, bye.